Now I'm going to pick all the Big 12 football games for week 2. It goes as follows. I apologize if I look it down because I cannot memorize all this stuff. And all these games here on September 6th and all the times listed are in Central, just to make things go faster. And the first game I might as well get out of the way. Baylor at number 17 SMU, 11 a.m. kick. The CW Network. SMU is only favored by 3. SMU did lose a lot in the front 7 from last year to this year. In addition, I also know there's a possibility that SMU might be down linebacker Alexander Kilgore. He had an ankle injury and on a touchdown that he scored on defense in the first quarter. And Jordan Hudson, the wide receiver, had a shoulder injury. He's day-to-day. Both of those guys are day-to-day. And I know Baylor might not have Jackie Marshall for the game potentially. But Carl Williams IV is back in practice, and I expect Baylor to correct what they did against Auburn and defeat SMU on the road. But this is going to be an interesting game here, and I do think if Baylor could get a run game going, watch out, SMU. And I always thought anyway Baylor was going to more times than not. I mean, half the 100% is not 50%. I thought they were going to split the first 2 games. If they're going to lose to Auburn, they're going to beat SMU. That's how I feel. I feel about that. So I'm going to go with Baylor here. Okay, that's out of the way. Now, Iowa at number 16, Iowa State. 11 a.m. kick on Fox. Iowa State's favored by 3.5. This is going to be a razor-thin game here. And Iowa State has not defeated Iowa in Ames since 2011. I think that streak ends. Iowa State wins. But it wouldn't shock me if Iowa would win. This Kent State at number 24, Texas Tech, 11 a.m. kick, TNT/True TV/HBO Max. Texas Tech's fed by 40.5. I don't care if Barron Moore is playing or not. Texas Tech is going to win. Then it's obviously Oklahoma State at number 6, Oregon, 2:30 p.m. kick on CBS/Paramount Plus. Oregon's fed by 28.5. Yeah, Oregon's a better overall football team, and they're going to beat Oklahoma State. It's more like, can Oklahoma State cover? Because if they do lose by more than 3 touchdowns, that would be very alarming. And I know Oklahoma State's dealing with the quarterback injury, and he's going to be out for 5 weeks at minimum. There's Kansas at Missouri. 2:30 p.m. kick on ESPN2. Missouri's fed by 6.5. Kansas has looked good in these first 2 games, but this is a different type of opponent here. And it's a rivalry. I think somehow Missouri wins. But it's going to be close. There's Bowling Green at Cincinnati. 2:30 p.m. kick. ESPN Plus. Cincinnati's fed by 21.5. Yeah, Cincinnati's going to bounce back and win. There's Delaware at Colorado. 2:30 p.m. kick on Fox. Colorado's fed by 23.5. I do think Delaware is the better team out of the 2 newcomers to the FBS level, but they're not going to beat Colorado. But Colorado needs to work on themselves on this game. And now, there's a possible upset chance I might go with here. West Virginia at Ohio. 3 p.m. kickoff. ESPNU. West Virginia's fed by 3.5. Ohio's no joke, y'all. Ohio almost beat Rutgers last week. And I think Rutgers is better than West Virginia. And remember, a few years ago, Ohio beat Iowa State. And I even called it. Call me crazy. But I think Ohio beats West Virginia. I do. And then there's Cal Poly at number 25, Utah at 5 p.m. ESPN Plus. Utah's going to win. No spread. Now, Army, who lost to Tarleton State at Kansas State. And Kansas State almost lost to North Dakota. 6 p.m. kick on ESPN. Kansas State's favored by 17.5. I don't see Kansas State as a Big 12 title contender, but they're not going to lose this game. But if they do, don't be surprised. Army's not going to lay down after that bad loss. Will they cover the spread is the question. If Kansas State does win. That's the ultimate question. Okay, next game, Houston at Rice, 6 p.m. kick. ESPN Plus. Houston's for about 13.5. I think Houston's a better team here. Not much in terms of travel. I mean, they're in the same city. So, yeah, Houston's going to win. There's North Carolina A&T at UCF, 6 p.m. kick, ESPN Plus. UCF may not win a lot of games this year, and they didn't look so good last game. But I think they win this game. I think they do. Now, number 12, Arizona State at Mississippi State. 6:30 p.m. kick on ESPN2. Arizona State's favored by 6.5. That spread seems a little low for a top 15 team going on the road against a bad SEC team. This would be a very bad look if Arizona State would go on the road and lose this game, but I don't think they're going to. They return too much, and yes, I know last year's game was close, but I think that won't be as close. Now, there's Weber State at Arizona, 9 p.m. kick, ESPN Plus, no spread. Arizona's going to win. There's Stanford, who lost to Hawaii, at BYU, 9:15 p.m. kickoff on ESPN. BYU's favored by 18.5. Yeah, BYU's going to name the score against Stanford. They're going to win easily. So, anyways, if you like this content, hit the like, subscribe. See you guys later on the road to 800 subscribers. Of course, ultimate goal is 1,000 more. So, my money, of course, like video, comment video, it really helps YouTube algorithm. Some more people see it. Sharing the video does help as well, so more people can watch. And if you're watching and not subscribed, hit subscribe button for the notification bell as well.